what's good, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to be getting into episode 7 of season 2. Hope y'all are doing well and having a good week. It's not even hump day yet. Not even hump day. That sucks, man. It sucks to think about. Y'all, I've been hearing so much about Solo Leveling season 2 just getting real popular. I feel like when I was reacting to season 1, I guess the whole season was probably out by that point when I was reacting, but I feel like there was not near as much hype as there has been for season 2. I've been like wanting to like watch other people's reactions, but obviously I can't. I guess I could watch up to episode 7 at this point, but yeah, I feel like it's been getting even more praise, so it's just making me more and more excited to just binge through the rest of these. Let's go ahead and recap the character ratings from last time. We gave MVP to Jinwoo just for popping off, saving everybody. Very, very curious on, kind of if he's going to get an official S rank title soon. Are we going to meet more of the S ranks from this? Obviously he's been exposed even more with him saving everyone here. Yeah, lots of questions about to come up here. I hope they get answered in this episode. For the best moment, we gave that to Ygritte, and just the animation when he was fighting against the captains. Oh my gosh, just so freaking dope. Like that, maybe that's why there's so much hype around season 2. Is like there's just even more action, more badass animation, just real sick. And then for the funniest moment, we gave it to that one miner who's crying about Jinwoo. I knew there was something wrong with him. He gave me a mean mug look. What a baby, dude. What a baby. Baby boy.
Baby boy.
If y'all enjoy these reactions or you want uncut early access, go ahead and check out that Patreon. If not, like, comment, and the good YouTube stuff. I appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all being here to watch some Solo Leveling. Let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Showing up as a duo. Oh yeah, we left off with like the some celebrity or something, like an actor. Freaking journalist, man. You both owe him a lot. So do they, I mean, I know the Hunters Guild has 2 S ranks, but I guess the other one does too. Poor Jinwoo, just stuck in the middle of it all. Oh my.
今日はお集まりいただきありがとうございます。皆さんもご存知の通り、僕イ・ミンソンはハンターとして覚醒しました。そしてこれからランク審査を
E rank for sure.
僕は悩み続けました。ですが決心したのです。与えられた天命を全うする。
Oh my. So modest.
そんなわけあるか。すでに永久ハンター。死神ギルドとの契約期間は2年。その間は適当にハンター業をこなす。
And A rank off the bat.
報道陣が見えないのか。邪魔だから向こう行け。いや、
教会に用があるんですか。
You don't give a fuck.
ここから先は通行止めだ。早くあっちに。
勝手に通行止めにされては困ります。
ご会長。
Yeah, get wrecked, boy.
どうぞ、ソンハンターこちらへ。
He's gonna be all bitter about his name.
すみません皆さん。ちょっと確認してきますね。
Stealing his thunder, man.
審査終了までお入りいただけません。
俺が誰だか分かってんのか。俺が一言言えばあんたの首くらいすぐに。
あなたがどなたかは存じ上げません。周りにご迷惑をかけるのは感心する行為ではありません。
Yeah, this guy's stuck up as hell, man. I already hate him.
この2人は今日のことを聞いてます。
Entitled.
彼らも2年ぶりに現れた S 級ハンターの力に興味がある。
再測定に先立ってハンターとしての能力系統を確認させてください。
Dude, are they gonna fight?
今はどのような力をお使いですか？
こういう
All
の
kinds.
出せたりします
召喚魔法をお使いになるということですね。
まあそんな感じです
I love how nonchalant he is all the time.
まさかそれだけとはおっしゃいませんよ。
そうだよな
Yeah, you might as well.
あと100体ぐらいは出せますが
Oh, even Chairman Go, dude.
信じられない。
Yo.
強大な魔力。
俺ですら圧倒される。
Dude, so dope. It's just so fun watching Jinwoo just flex on all these kids, these rookies. Not really rookies, but
新しいハンター賞になります。
よしこれで貪欲の玉を怪しまれずに売れる
S 級の判定おめでとうございます。先日の件、改めてお礼をさせていただけないでしょうか。
私からも折り入ってお話があります。
すいませんこの後予定が入ってまして
あ、そっちは。
なんだ
oh no.
ねえねえ、なにジヌ君、ジナのお兄さん出てる。あ
The 10th S rank hunter. Let's go.
ニュースに載ってる。あいつ人を殺すような目をして。
Is this guy about to get funniest moment again? That voice acting, dude. Aww. Dude. Not in the spotlight now, boy.
孫さんを振り向かせることはできませんでした。
そうか。
Hmm.
それで、孫さんは自分についてこいと。
Okay.
それがどれほど身勝手なことか分かっているな。それを放り出してよそに移る。話にならないな。
I mean, he did save his freaking life.
ごめんなさい、父さん。それでも僕は孫さんのところに行きます。
Hmm. Man, it takes some balls to stand up to your dad like that, man.
それ相応のけじめはつけてもらう。
Hmm. What kind of consequences, though?
相手をすると疲れるだけです。我々がご自宅までお送りしましょう。
大丈夫です
Dude. Simple as that.
早い。見失うほどに
Jeez.
時より強くなっている。どういうことだ。
Because he just keeps leveling up, baby. Now he's gonna gear up. Ugh. God, man. Such a fun concept.
ちなみに
I wish I was Jinwoo.
ダンジョンの熱気から身を守りたいんですけど
なる
That's pretty hot. You don't say. It's basically hell.
気軽に装備できる指輪です。
いいですね
お値段もこれぐらいでお手頃かと。
値下げとかって
価格に関しては誠実にやらせていただいており、
No barter in here.
でももしお客様がここのガラスを割ることができたら差し上げても構いませんよ。
Is he challenging him to do that shit?
当店では魔力で特別に強化されたガラスを使用しておりまして、世界広しとここは当然。あ、お待ちください。ほんの冗談でございます。
あそうでしたすみませ
He's
ん
like, I'll take that challenge on.
あ他も見たいんですけど探検
So awkward, bro.
触れてもいないのにまさか。
Dang.
そちらでしたらこちらになりますね。
That's a lot of zeros.
せいぜいかさかの毒画程度だぞこれっていくらくらいします
He's gonna try to sell it.
最低でも1億はする品かと思います。
1億280万ゴールドで買ったものがストアで買ったものがこの値段で売れるな
Yeah, for real, bro. He just found a crazy loophole.
お手洗い借りていいですか
Dude, he's just gonna be able to cash out on all his inventory items.
れで。
Oh yeah, this must be annoying for her.
もうテレビに出るならちゃんとして変に注目集めないでよね。
俺に言われても明日から1週間くらい家を空けるから。
はあ、また
Jinwoo looks literally like a full-grown man at this point.
腹心ユジンホただいま到着しました。兄貴の懐刀ユジンホです。
The best character has arrived.
こいつと仕事に行くんだ。
え、明日何のことですか。
仕事に行くんだ。なあ。
明日
Painfully so.
出てこれ。あれ牙の護衛って4体いなかったっけ。あと1体は。おお、天井にこびりついて影の抽出ができなかったんだ。お前に2体つける。ジナの護衛をしろ。
That is so freaking useful.
この際治安対策でもしておくか。
Yeah, I mean, with all this kind of coming out in the light, like, gotta be careful. Like, Dong-soo might go after her and stuff. Damn, look how pretty that is, that water. Okay. I don't like that.
何も家を出なくたって。
自分なりのけじめってやつですよ。
ありがとう。行ってくる。
はい、いってらっしゃい。
I feel like he needs to be a bit more transparent with him.
風の牢。熱気対策は万全。悪魔の城攻略再開だ。悪魔たちの君主バランの魂を手に入れる。報酬は影の交換のルーン石。
Shadow exchange?
前回より報酬もいい。がぜんやる気が出た。76階へ移動。
まさかジンホが自分から出ていくなんて寂しいですか。
世話のかかる子供が一人巣立っただけだ。
Okay.
これまでいたことおかしい。
あなた
Huh?
あなた
Did he just... My first, like, feeling from that is, like, did he get the eternal sleep disease or whatever that, Jinwoo's mom has? Bro, this thing looks fucking cursed.
試運転と行こうか。出てこい、牙。
Bro, he is massive. Dude, the Avarice with Tusk is gonna be crazy. Yeesh, man. Yeah. Man, crazy.
ジンホには過労だって。
Okay, so he's awake.
溺水症です。
Yeah.
はい。たびたび睡魔に襲われ、最終的に目覚めることができなくなる病です。長期間魔力にさらされることで発症すると言われています。ご家族や身近な人にハンターの方はいらっしゃいませんか。
息子がハンターです。淘汰されたというのか。この私が。
God, that would suck so bad, man.
またまた見回り中ですよ。
Oh, they about to see the ant.
俺は
Dude, it freaking made it.
効率を上げるために部隊を6つに分け各地へと送ったのは正解だった。送り出す際兵士たちに与えた命令
Dude, he barely has to do anything now.
何者かに影たちが破壊された。
Yeah, there's something strong out
あっち
there.
はハイオーク A 班か。A 班は一度呼び戻して調べに行くか。
God, he's so dope, man. Ooh.
なるほど。モンスター兵ではこいつらに勝てないわけだ。
Oh my god, dude, so sick.
前々から気になってたんだよ。モンスタ
Demon
ーの
Knight?
恐怖を感じるのか。 やっとその答えが分かったよ。
Goes hard, man. I'd be scared of Jinwoo if I was a magical beast. Especially because they don't perceive him as a human, like he's foreign as anything. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move forward with the review section here. Cat is officially out of the bag. Jinwoo gets his S rank, the 10th S rank hunter. Freaking dope, man. I feel like in all my reactions to the show, I'm always just like, wow, that's so cool. Wow, he's sick, amazing, wow. This is Jinwoo being a beast. This show is a total male power fantasy, no doubt. Like I just want, like it just, like I said during the reaction, it's like I wish I could be Jinwoo. It's just like the only other experience I've had being like Jinwoo is playing a video game and leveling up and just becoming more and stronger or whatnot. Just so much fun to watch. It's so easy to root for Jinwoo, and it's becoming easier and easier for him to just keep, I guess, defeating everybody and one-upping everyone's expectations. I guess we do get introduced to a couple new characters in this episode. One, the actor, I don't really remember his name, but man, is he a real piece of work. He's not a good guy. Like basically, I guess he's an awakened A rank, so lucky him. And he was gonna use joining as a hunter for a couple of years just to get around his scandals he's had. So very out for himself. I like the scene where he's like trying to like threaten Manager Wu, and Manager's like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, you know who I am too, right? I'm an A rank. But in some senses it kind of shows the how unfortunate the randomness of the world is with someone who's just kind of, you can tell he's just a shitty guy, not a good person, titled. Obviously, he's done some bad things, and he just gets blessed with being an A rank all of a sudden. It shows the randomness of the world, and real life's like that too. It's sometimes not fair. Bad people get gifted with great skills sometimes. But I also liked how Jinwoo kind of stole his thunder, stole the show. And Jinwoo, of course, is the opposite. He's extremely modest. He doesn't want to be in the spotlight at all, probably for practical reasons, but also probably because he's not, doesn't want to feed an ego like this guy does. But man, this guy, I swear, like I need to start having like a character ranking for the worst character of the episode. Like who is my least favorite character? Who gets, man, what's a good category for that? Maybe I need to start doing that. That'd be a good idea. The other character we meet is the head of the Reaper Guild. I'll try to pronounce his name, Lim Taegyu, something like that. He seemed pretty interesting. I don't know if he's an S rank. We don't get confirmation on that, but it seems like most of the heads of guilds are S ranks. He had a pretty interesting character design, a little sleepy looking, nonchalant, a little bit more like Jinwoo's demeanor versus the other S ranks we've met, which are definitely a lot more intense. So curious to see a little bit more of his powers too, and if he's like kind of along the same ranking as the other guild masters. I think one of the more interesting parts of this episode for sure was Jinho leaving his father. I guess he failed to get Jinwoo to join the upcoming guild they're trying to start, and not only that, but Jinwoo wants Jinho to join him, and I guess that makes sense. As somebody he can trust, and although Jinho's not strong per se, he's a trustworthy person. He's his good friend at this point, almost like a mentor figure to Jinho too. So I like that he stood up to his dad and had the balls to do that. I respected that a lot, and even like him owning it and moving out of the place, or out of his parents' place, even though his dad didn't force him to or anything. He's like, I'm just kind of taking the consequences on for how I see fit. If I'm not gonna go into business with my father, I'm going to be more independent. I'm not gonna put anything on him. So I can respect that from Jinho. But the more interesting part is that right after this, his dad starts to fall ill with the eternal sleep disease. Very strange. They describe it as that it's like people who are susceptible to it have weak resistance to magical power, and over a long period of time you start to develop the disease. But I find it a little the timing is just a little strange with Jinho leaving not being around him as much, and now he's developing the dizziness and the sleepiness, and he's starting to really fall into the illness. So it makes me curious about if there's more to the eternal sleep disease. Is something that the medical professionals don't know about not yet? Is it hey, if you're around it for a consistent amount of time, then all of a sudden it disappears? Does that cause that eternal sleep disease? We think about Jinwoo's mother. And obviously Jinwoo's been around her for a long time, and he's had, you know, a small amount of like magic power since he's an E rank. But what about his dad? You know, his dad obviously is a super strong, and he was probably around for a while, and then when he left, maybe the mom fell into the eternal sleep disease. So maybe it's about like this, you know, the stark contrast and like the amount of magical power that's around you or something. But I'm curious on that. I feel like this is a little bit of a hint, so we'll see what happens with that. I also really like the scene with Jinwoo going and shopping. He's going on a shopping spree, and the whole freaking part where he pulls out like the dagger that he bought on sale, and it was like 2.8 million gold in the system or the, you know, the shop or whatever. But then in real life, it's 100 million. Dude's about to ball out. He's gonna cash out. He could play that system so freaking hard. And I feel like he could probably just steal it back if he wanted to too with his system, like just call it back to him into his inventory if he wanted to. I feel like, yeah, I wonder if that's gonna like bite him in the butt at all, but I don't know. I feel like Jinwoo won't take too much advantage of that. He'll just, you know, get the funds he needs to accomplish his missions. And lastly, we get the ants. One ant arrives, but boy, did it look intimidating. Those hunters are probably screwed, man. It looked angry as hell. But yeah, I was able to fly all the way here. I'm imagining that this is going to be more of a scout, though. Like, it's probably going to try to return. It's not going to just wreak havoc. I imagine it's going to return to Jeju Island and be like, all right, let's invade, right? Something like that. They're definitely setting up a bigger plot point with that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the character ratings for MVP. I'm going to give it to Jinwoo. More just around the player system in general. Man, the inventory system and the shop, and be able to buy things with his gold and sell it in real life, man, it's gonna be a cash cow, man. He's gonna be cashing out on that shit. He's about to get some generational wealth up in this bitch, man. Just so ridiculous. He's so lucky, man. For the best moment, I'm gonna give that to Beck when he reacts to Jinwoo's speed, like kind of all of a sudden noticing that he's even stronger than before, not just from like magical power, but from physical ability too. Like, he's stronger at that point. Even he can't see him with his enhanced eyes, or it seems like they're enhanced eyes, they glow and whatnot. And I think that's an important moment to kind of show that even from like a physical standpoint, he's probably as strong or stronger than S-rank hunter like Beck, who's like more on the physical side. And you also see the Hunter Guild's guild master's reaction to, you know, his magical power initially. Just really freaking cool, man. Like, it's awesome seeing even the S ranks be so shocked by him. And then for the funniest moment, of course, we're gonna give it to that miner's reaction once again. him crying all about he's a murderous intent in his eyes, and then his reaction to him being an S rank. Oh! Dude, his voice actor sounds like Dr. Hogback from One Piece when he goes, oh, suppose. I'm curious if it's the same voice actor. They at least sound similar, but yeah, I think that'll do for this episode and review. Let me know what y'all thought about this one in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this, consider dropping a like, commenting, all the good YouTube stuff, and I will catch y'all for the next episode. Peace.